In tonight's episode, the noose is closing in on the evil Mr. Schwitt. By using the right evidence at the right time, we hope to poke holes in his testimony and make him confess to the murder of poor Cindy Stone. When we left episode 2, Phoenix Wright had just accused Mr. Schwitt of murder, but now we need to back up exactly why we think that is the case. So please join me for Ace Attorney Part 3. Mr. Schwitt. The sound must have left quite an impression on you, you cold-hearted murdering swine. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. Who does that? Who murders someone and then goes, oh my god, this is a talking clock? That voice was burned into your mind. The voice of murder. The timely voice of murder. Think about that, thinker. That's why you were so certain about the time. Hang on, but he was wrong about the time. Because he said he called at 1. And actually the victim was killed at 5. So that doesn't actually tie up. Objection! Objection! And what is the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? No. Just look at my finger. And more importantly than my finger, just this once, although my finger is important, is the witness's face. He's sweating and angry and clearly looks guilty. And look at that fist. He looks like an angry killing murderer. I can't pronounce that. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Would the witness get? You can't. How do you elaborate on that? There. That's better. Thank you for elaborating. Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard, no, I mean, I saw, there goes my hair. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. I've gone crazy, I've gone mad. Bang! Order in the court, I say. As Your Honor, a moment, please. I would like the opportunity to perhaps change the statement for the 5th time. Would that be a possibility, please? But to be more serious, there is not a shred of evidence to support the defense's claims in this case. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour. Is the fact that the victim, the murderer, has not in fact just ripped off his hair and flung it into my face not evidence of guilt? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. Golly gosh, golly gosh gosh golly. I'd better think this one through carefully. Well, I suppose I don't really. There's still a problem with this whole time thing that he said it was 1 PM. I don't know, unless the clock's broken or something. Is there anything in the... Let me check the profiles again. We've got strange topless lady. Just some happy guy that's no longer happy. Some very, very depressed prosecutor. The dead girl. Was there any... A model she lived in the apartment by herself? I don't know if that's evidence. Likeable Mr Butz. Not sure I do, really. Let's see what the next one says. Yes, Your Honour. Quite clearly I do. The sound Mr. Schwitt heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply well, let's think this one through. If we examine the clock's batteries, that would only help us perhaps if the clock has stopped. But we're looking for evidence that he definitely heard the clock. So asking the neighbours might help if they knew what the clock would sound like. We're not really asking what the clock sounded like, we're asking if this is definitely the noise he heard. I suppose if you try sounding the clock, it might give that guy a weird reaction because it's like ingrained on his memory or something like that. So I think it's going to be number 3. What would you do, dear viewer? Which was your preferred option? But I think, because the other two don't, I'm caught between 1 and 3 just in case it's something to do with the fact that the clock has stopped in a certain place. But then again, it's a digital clock. It's not like a clock that's got hands that have stopped in a particular position. So let's sound the clock. Let's sound the clock. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Here, now. Right here, right now. Now, here. In the court. Let's do it. But first, finger time. May I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I'm about to play the speaking clock. This is very important. Beep. What voice do I do for an alarm clock? Beep. I think, oh, that's funny. I think it's 8:25. That is amazing. A speaking, thinking clock. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker. Ha! After all, as I ponder and scratch my chin and look up to the sky. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Oh, okay, so maybe this links together with all the other stuff. So maybe actually he thought it was 1 o'clock, but it was actually 4 o'clock, because that then fits together with this whole power out, time of death thing. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Schwitt heard and the actual time of death. I'm an amazing lawyer. So, Mr. Schwitt, bald, crazy man, Hulk thing, try to talk your way out of this one without flowing any more hair in my face. That was bad. You forgot just one small detail. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? Have I mucked up? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, then you don't have a case. That's an interesting point. So I will just point that with an exclamation mark. With no actual words, I will just attack you with punctuation. Here, have a semicolon. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Double punctuation to show my disturbance at this particular moment. Damn it, I was so bloody close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Oh no! Have I got any other evidence? No, I can't. Unless it asks me for evidence, I can't do anything. Is this part of the plot, or am I just lost? Yes, Your Honour. I will now give you just a small full stop, as I don't feel up to giving you any other punctuation marks at this moment.
This means I cannot let you indict.
Indict?
Indict.
What's the word indict? Is that indict? I assume that must be indict.
The witness. Shake my head. Unfortunately, Bang! This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Shawit.
I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. I get abused, I lose my hair, I lose my clothes, and I can't even turn my shoulders sideways anymore. They're going up and down. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal. Your lawyers are all slime. I'm not slime. I'm a lawyer. Grr! I almost had him. Let me bang my desk. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. You're going to jail. My bad. Take care. See you soon. There's nothing I can do about it now. You should have hired a proper lawyer.
Drama!
Not so fast, Mr. Shawit. Drama, drama, drama. Bang, bang, bang. Mia! No! Sorry! Boss! No! Wait! Chief! Lawyer! Boobs! No! Wait! Oh, hi! You! That person there! Chief! Listen up, right? You've got to get it right! If it's not right, it's wrong! Is your name Mr. Wrong? No! It's right! Don't throw this one away! Not like this! Think! But, Chief, it's over. The judge said get out. He's gone for a cup of coffee. He's practically asleep anyway. There's nothing else I can do. I don't really like Larry Butz. He was always mean to me and to pigeons. He doesn't like pigeons. Let's put him in jail anyway, even if it wasn't him. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Nobody, unless they were there. And nobody was there except him who's the murderer, and he's not saying anything. He's just ripping off his hair. Well... Yes, fair point, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking a way out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? I've said that very slowly because it's an important key term. Why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? 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 Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. I can. Because she came from a different time zone the day before the murder. And because it's before the murder, that must mean that it would have been 3 hours slow on the day of the murder. Huh? See? Like what I did there? Yes, I can. I'm an expert lawyer. So I've gone back to punctuation because I've got my powers of power back. Wait! Exclamation mark. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Mr. Wright. Find it and rub it in their face.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have something to rub in my face or not? You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder.
They're spending a lot of time over what is a fairly unimportant fact here.
Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course I have. I'm Phoenix Wright, and I just got told by the woman next to me that there is evidence. Therefore, there's probably evidence. Let me just readjust my hair. There is a piece of court evidence... Oh, no, I'll say that again. I got it wrong. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond any doubt.
Ha! Tough words! Let's see if you can pull this off. Ha! Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Well, it's clearly not my attorney's badge. I reckon it's the passport. So, all the eggs and chickens in the same basket and all that kind of stuff. Go, gadget, evidence. Yep. Go for it. Wham! Wham! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. Finger time! The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast, which means you're a murderer. The victim hadn't reset their clock since returning home, and then you killed her. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Also, it probably came from France. Let me just touch the desk and stroke it. Now let me travel to space. Proof enough for you, Mr. Shawit, or should I say, Mr. Did It. Yeah. You're so cool. You are so cool. Only cool people do puns like that. But you did do a pun like that from space, so I'll let you off. Wow. He just died. Bang, 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 bang. No dying in court.
Order! Order, I say. There will be no foaming in the mouth, hair flinging, shirt ripping, shoulder twitching going on in my courtroom. Well, I've had time to think about what we just saw, and I decided that the witness's testimony was perfectly reasonable. This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. We all thought it was the common guy. It turned out it wasn't. It was the richer guy. Mr. Payne, your client.
Yes, he may possibly have been arrested and taken away, Your Honor.
Yes, very good. I'm glad I was here to solve this mystery. Please, I will see you next time on the adventures of Mr. Judge. Oh, and maybe Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honour, I would be proud to be in the next episode of Your Adventures.
I have to say, I'm impressed with you. We could be Judge and Wright. Mr. Judge, Mr. Wright. We'll think of the name of the show later. It'll be very funny. It'll be a pun of some kind, and people will laugh. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly as you, and based it all around a speaking clock, and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honour. Maybe we should get a drink sometime and hang out. I'm a little embarrassed now, but I'll show you my armpit to show you that I'm cool and that I've got big muscles.
At this point, this is only a formality, but let's go to the pub and maybe have a drink or two, and maybe a meal, and then maybe go to the barber shop and watch me trim my beard, but only a little bit. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, to be an idiot. But as well as being an idiot, he's not guilty. Here, have some streamers and a quick bang of my hammer. And with that, my court is adjourned.
It turns out that Frank Shawit was a common burglar. He never sold newspapers. No one does. That's a lie. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of their houses. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Shawit let himself in to do his dirty, dirty, horrible, stinky work. But while he was searching the place, the victim returned with her strange fringe and eyebrows. Flustered, Mr. Shawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Then finding out, and then he killed her, because he's a bad man, and only bad men kill people.
Stardate, August the 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Whoa! Phew, I still can't believe that. We won.
Oh, I can, Wright. You have an important decision to make now. You can either go out to dinner with me or the judge. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. If we're honest, I didn't really do anything because you told me what to do most of the way through the case.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there, kind of. Let me close my eyes in a flattering way. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
That's very lurid. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy before, or this satisfied. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Yay, Larry! Oh, my life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. Instead, you've still got weird space eyes. That's crazy. You're no longer guilty of murder. What's wrong now? Or Nick? Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, that's wrong. Bad, 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 and then some more bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. You can return your eyes to normal and stop bleeding from the iris and stuff. We could go out and get a drink. Maybe not tonight, though. I've got some special time with the judge. Maybe not tomorrow. I'm seeing the girl. But maybe in 3 days' time, we could get a drink. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a whore, really, but no, I'm not going to share that with you. That would be unkind. Instead, I'll just say that she was a beautiful person. Speaking of beautiful people...
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz.
That's Harry Butz, isn't it? His name is Harry Butz. That's awful.
Harry Butz, innocent.
Heh. Thanks. I really owe you one. That's not my name. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one that got you off the hook. And why would you want to date him? His last girlfriend was murdered. That's fairly a big advert not to date him. If not that, the strange thing that's currently going on with his arm. That suit's clearly too big and he's flopping it around like some sort of anteater's nose. Sudden seriousness. Oh, hey! Hey, here! Take this! It's a murder weapon. That's a present. Here, take care of this. You might need it one day. Oh, he didn't even give that to Phoenix. He gave that to her. He gave his new girlfriend the murder weapon of his last girlfriend. What a charmer.
A present? For me? Wait. Wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. Ha ha! I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Question mark? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento of the time your girlfriend was killed.
Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that just make you want to cry? Larry, this end scene has gone on way too long. I would have thought this court case would have been over a while ago. I lost interest several scenes back.
I did too, so I've got nothing really to say. Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
This dialogue is going nowhere, so let's have more scenes going from one to the other with nothing happening.
You're right. Nothing's really going on in this scene. It's just eating away my life.
When this scene started, you were several minutes younger, and you'll never get that time back. Ever. Mr. Wright, would you like to waste some of the player's time as well? Maybe I'll say something else before I let you speak.
Huh? I wasn't really listening. Crap, I've just been asked a question. I didn't read that. I got bored, and I'm suspicious that I'm about to have to give evidence. Oh, crap. I've got no idea what she just asked. Oh, crud. Something that Shells tells her that he cares about him. Well, it's not going to be that. It's not going to be that. I guess it's got to be the clock, but for well, I don't know. It could be anything. The court case is over. I really don't care anymore. Well, the only thing I haven't used is my badge. Well, I'm not going to present an autopsy report saying here's evidence that your girlfriend, whatever. Let's give him the clock weapon. Check this out, Larry. Proof's positive you weren't just some chump to her. She kept your clock. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she travelled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock. Wait a minute, no. It's not pretty heavy. It's rather heavy. This is a different clock. Lies! Well, make of it what you will. Apparently you don't make anything of it. That's okay. I didn't really care what you thought. Hey, Nick, let's talk about something else. But here's my thumb. It's not as good as your finger, but it's still a cool thumb. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. And now I'm going to cry. I'm changing voice. I haven't got one voice for these guys. I don't know. Please be the end. Hope that made him feel a little better.
Oh, God. Right. Could you please turn on the lights? I can't see anything, and I need to go and find my vodka. I hope you see the importance of evidence that
I did before. When did I ever say... This scene did not start with me coming up to you and saying, hey, Mia, I don't really care about evidence. I'm not really interested. I just want to point my finger. That didn't happen.
Also, hopefully you realise things change depending on how you look at them.
Eh?
People too. Sometimes they pull off their hair. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself.
Wow. This is like one of those like awful self-help pictures you get on Facebook where someone puts up something inspirational and then 3/4 of your friends like it and you're the only person sitting there going, that poster is rubbish, but now she's doing it.
Right? Listen, learn, grow.
Are you my mum? Or my boss? Or who the hell are you?
Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yes, please. Yeah, I guess so. The court shut about 3 hours ago. We've just been standing here talking about nothing. Those policemen behind you are models.
Say, how about... Say, how about dinner on me?
Won't that affect the taste and make a mess of your dress?
We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
I love innocent. To innocent butts everywhere. Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry Butz, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, I said that. It was several hours ago. I probably can't remember.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks, which we could also have on me.
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the bum and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends and not be in jail for the rest of my life. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me, unless you count the clock he gave Mia, which I don't count, but luckily she bought dinner, so it didn't matter, but it tasted weird because I ate it from her feet. But I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the centre of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry, well, would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep." Oh, she's going to die, isn't she? The end! Success! We are amazing and we have solved the murder. Dear viewer, thank you so much for watching this little adventure with me.
Ow, I've hurt my arm. If you would like to see me play more Ace Attorney, then please give the video a like or give me a suggestion in the comment to let me know whether we want this series to continue or whether we shall just leave it where it is. Thank you for joining me. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully I will see you soon in another episode of this or whatever. Take care. Bye-bye.